The following sustainable development roles are worth highlighting. First of all, linking the follow-up and reporting of the 2030 Agenda and the Samoa Pathway, which is the International Sustainable Development Agreement on Small Islands Developing States, or SIDS. Linking these roles at the Global High-Level Political Forum, the Regional Asia-Pacific Forum for Sustainable Development, the Sub-Regional Pacific Forum for Sustainable Development, and of course the Voluntary National Review at the country level. The economic, social, and environmental gaps among ESCAP members and within the sub-regions. So this is an important mandate for ESCAP to address inequalities in the Pacific SIDS and inequalities between the Pacific and those other parts of the Asia-Pacific region, which has tremendous impacts on the climate and on the ocean. The third important role is promoting economic integration and cooperation at sub-regional and regional levels. This is an important role. So armed with this resolution, ESCAP advocated for and was instrumental in the development of one of the most important milestones for the Pacific. That is the development of the Pacific Roadmap for Sustainable Development, which integrates the implementation and the reporting of the 2030 Agenda with the Samoa Pathway and the Pacific's own framework for regionalism. Future role of ESCAP in the Pacific is very clear. It's quite clear, clearer than before, and a lot more strategic, promoting synergies between its regional and sub-regional work with strategic capacity building and advocacy in and on behalf of the Pacific SIDS. And working through and with the Pacific regional organizations and frameworks is critical, as well as with the resident coordinators and UN country teams through joint programming. This is critical to the future success of ESCAP in the Pacific, working with these regional organizations and the UN. Using this modality, I can highlight a few initiatives, just very briefly. For example, promoting the rights of persons with disabilities through policy and legislative reforms under what is called the Pacific Framework for the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Secondly, promoting universal and shock-resilient social protection, as well as women entrepreneurship. Thirdly, in the face of irreversible sea level rise, develop a Pacific regional framework to address issues arising from increased climate mobility, be it in the form of migration, displacement, or relocation. And then finally, developing and exploring innovative financing solutions for development, climate actions, and debt, with an increasing number of Pacific SIDS getting into debt stress as a result of COVID-19 and, of course, climate change.